everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld. So, actually, it seems that I got a little bit lucky with the timing of the loss of my last save file, and the loss of the original Big Egg, because, it actually didn't really matter that much because we have Alpha 6 to play with. Alpha 6 has indeed come out, and honestly, I was kind of hoping that it would come out, soon after that. I lost the save file because I had a feeling in my bones that this thing was coming. I felt it was about the time. And of course, with that, there is a hell of a lot of new stuff to check out and explore. The two main things with this one is actually world generation and doctoring abilities. Doctoring, being a doctor and medicine is actually a really big thing in this game now, which is obviously huge, seeing as it didn't have much of an impact on the past. But one thing that there is now is there's actually seeds for each world, so you can actually go ahead and replay games with your friends, or if you want to replay a world yourself, you could just go ahead and type it on in to the seed selection, and you'll get that exact same world. Like, let's go ahead, and this is what I want to test out. Let's do egg, and see if that'll be one. If that is indeed the case, then you guys, if you wanted to check out the same world that I'm playing as, you could just type in egg in the seed, and then, be able to play on the exact same planet that we'll be doing here. So then once you go ahead and generate that world, nice, so this is going to be planet egg, or whatever. We see that there's this whole different, biome and, like, selection of areas that we could view at. And so now we can actually choose to just select the biomes if we want, which are all separated by color, or you could do, like, elevation, where you could see the mountain height and stuff like that. Like, I presume the white there is, like, snow. Yeah, elevation is, over 4,000, which is pretty... And look at the temperature! Minus 28 Celsius. That is pretty crazy. Ice sheet right there. Or if we wanted, we could go closer to the shoreline, which is what I think we're going to do for this one. Then we could also see full, which includes everything, including, like, little mountains? I think that's what those little things are. I think it shows, like, how rocky the landscape is. Like, obviously, nothing there would be very flat. Well, that's probably hills, and then the spiky ones are mountainsides. And then what else is there? Oh, also rainfall. That's interesting. I forgot about that. Ooh, maybe we should try landing on an island. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if we can actually go down there, because the thing is, and also there's temperature, of course, but let's go ahead and go to full. That includes everything? Yes, it does. Awesome. And we'll zoom out to get a full look of the entire place. But right now, what all the biomes are, there's 6 of them, but there's only 3 of them that we can actually land on and explore right now. And those 3 are desert, which should be this one right here. Rainfall, terrain, large hills. Yeah, biome desert. And arid shrublands, which is this one? No, that's temperate forest. Is this the shrublands? No, that's a different forest. Tundra. What is the shrublands? There we go. Arid shrublands. That is the kind of biome that we have played in all of the past versions of the game. So this is what we'd want to do if we want to play on a similar looking map to what we've done in the past. But a pox upon that, we're either going for the desert or we're going for the forest. How things actually balance out is that the desert is obviously very dry, so there isn't much food. So actually the desert is kind of considered the hard biome right now, while arid shrublands is in the middle, kind of like normal, while forests are easy. Because it is forest that's the year one? Yeah, just basic forests. So I think it's temperate forest, which is the one that we could use. So I think actually, to be completely honest, I think we want to check out the temperate forest, and we might go ahead and do an island out here. I don't know if islands are good or completely awful, but we could try go ahead and land on the shoreline, like right about there, because I want the shoreline included as well. But then again, we also don't get any mountainsides. Hopefully that won't be a huge regret, because obviously we need those mountainsides for all those minerals. So who knows, maybe this will be awful and the whole colony will die there, but I kind of like the idea of checking out this little mountainside here. Like I said, forests are kind of the easy one because they should be lavish with a lot of food and plant life and stuff like that. And it should rain a lot more in the forest, but, oh, create colony. Okay, so then we do new colony, I think? I'll talk about the changes with this in a sec. This is actually the first time I've booted up Alpha 6, so hopefully I'm not gonna mess anything up with generating worlds and all that. But yeah, so we're gonna check out the easy place. Honestly, not because of difficulty kind of things, but I'm really interested to see what the forests look like. I just want to know what the forest looks like, because we've seen so much desert kind of landscape with the arid shrublands. I want to see something really new. So then this is also the new thing that's been changed. Now, instead of like each character being associated with a difficulty, you could pitch which character for which game mode you want to play, and then a sort of difficulty with that character. So for example, if I did want to go, like I loved Randy Random when the game like first started, and he was first introduced, but then I kind of fell out of him, and he wasn't too much of an interesting one for me, because I felt like Randy Random was incredibly unbalanced. Like at the beginning of the game, whenever raiders would attack, you would get this like huge attack force of him, and it basically would be unwinnable. This makes him much more balanced, because then if you wanted, you could go ahead and just do like a casual easy play with Randy Random. So of course the events will still be randomized, but they'll be a lot more manageable. So I think I'll go ahead and try challenge Randy Random, if not in my free time, probably on screen at some point. But for the meantime, since we want to get used to all the new patch stuff, we're gonna do classic medium challenge difficulty, or at least that's the one they initially set you up on with Cassandra Classic, because she is our main lady. Thermal hot modder. Is this the place? No, that's not egg. Wait, no. Or is this egg? Yeah, this looks like egg. Okay, so I guess it's actually not named after the seed you select. It's named after something else. So what we do here, and this is the really cool thing about the map edition, is that you don't just select what biome you go to, but you actually select exactly where you land. So like I said, I think we're gonna go ahead and check out this little island, because I think that might be cool. Advanced settings, yeah, that's basically all the standard stuff, I think. So let's go ahead and close that and select to land at that area. Colonist times! Okay, this is set up a little bit differently as well. Oh, they actually have bars showing, like, that's cool. I mean, obviously that's not all that necessary, but that's nice that they actually have bars set up that show you, more visually how good at a skill one person is, in one thing compared to another. But now there is actually another thing with all the characters that actually is very, very important, or is a very important addition. Traits are now actually a factor in the game, so that's gonna be very, very interesting. Like, I hate how small the text is in this game. This person's an optimist, so that means, that Shog is, naturally optimistic about life. It's hard to get him down, so that probably means that he would be really good at the social trait, especially, that's probably why he's a level 10 already. Yeah, he. And honestly, I think I might want to go with this person. Obviously, this means this person is going to be really bad at a lot of things. I would want to make this person the researcher, because he's incapable of so much, especially being incapable of construction. That's really hindering. But it would be nice to get someone who's a really good shot and good at social early on, so we could do a really good job of recruiting additional people. I just wish these would be like double passions, like really strong passions instead of just one flame for each one. If that's the case, I would really like to get, oh shoot, this person's really good at research then, and good at social, and incapable of nothing, or has a passion for it. I think we're gonna get rid of I think we're gonna get rid of Shog. Really bad to start off with someone who's incapable of so many things. Can't do research, can't fire? We need someone who could shoot early on, so that's a no. Shooting with a passion, this might be our good one. What's this? Sanguine? The text is so small. Is naturally, upbeat about her situation pretty much all the time, no matter what it is. This sounds like a kick-ass person then, so we're gonna take Hood. Hood seems like a really good person, good for the social. Oh, that's why she has the double passion for it, probably because of her traits. Crafting is nice to have a passion for as well, and then, of course, shooting. Really want good people, people who are good at shooting. So, this person isn't incredible. Nice to have that research good thing and incapable of nothing, but I think we're gonna pass on that person, because we don't need someone who's capable at social, when we already have Hood there. So that's not good. We can't have anyone who's incapable of violence. That's too many things that they can't do. No growing, no artistic. That's actually okay. Then we have a crafter, although we were gonna make Hood a crafter, and social. That's once again too much stuff that we're already occupying Hood with. Social, no. Can we get someone that I want? Okay, researcher is someone that we need, but I can't have someone who can't fire. We're not taking that with only 3 colonists. Okay. So we would need a researcher, but we don't need a crafter. But social is so low. Oh my god. I just want a colonist that I actually like. Melee, no. No. Social, no. Shooting passion, this one can't do social or artistic, but that's actually perfectly a-okay. But that's a nudist. We want our people having armor. That's a new thing added to the game now. I mean, nudist was nudist even a thing before? I'm actually not sure. But nudist actually has a lot more relevance now because the traits actually work if it was a thing before. So nudists probably can't wear armor. Or, I don't know if they just get upset if you force them to wear things, or if they can't wear them at all. Probably can't wear them at all. This looks like the person that we need. Incapable of scary, so they can't put out fires, but construction is good, research is good, shooting is good. That's a good person. Now let's just check out Justin. We don't need social, we don't need research or crafting. Shooting has a passion, sucks that it's 1 right now, but that mining ability would be pretty damn good. We don't have anyone who's, like, got a passion or is really good at growing, but we have people who can grow. Looks good for me. This person's also, like, a really happy, optimistic, and a hard worker. Ooh, we do have a psychopath. A psychopath who's, like, got a good personality? Yeah, a psychopath who's upbeat. I actually kind of like that. So we're gonna go with this group. Sorry it took us a while to actually get started with getting down to the colony, but of course, as I mentioned, a lot of the changes in this one actually go towards kind of the building of your colony, like deciding where you want to drop off, and of course, like doing the new changes with your people. So for starters, let's go ahead and zoom out max that we can, and then go ahead and cover this whole area. Yeah, we get this nice, pretty little shore side, not shore-shide, or whatever I said first. So yeah, look at how unique this freaking colony looks, and oh my god. Oh my god, I think this is where we're starting. Sucky thing is, it's so close to the bottom, so we have that line there that we're not going to be able to really build at. But actually, that might be perfectly fine, because look at all that metal! Look at all that metal right next to a geothermal generator. That has got to be the place that we'll start. There's more metal over there. But you shouldn't just jump into conclusions. Are there any other places? There's a geothermal generator near the shoreline, which kind of actually seems really dangerous to me, putting a huge generator right next to the ocean. We did not mark that metal to be picked up. Lots more metal over here. Oh my god. Did this version of the game update the, like, metal supply that drops? Because look at all those minerals. That is insane. Oh my god. Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, it might be a thing where it's acting like that because we don't have a huge mountain on like anywhere. Maybe it's that we're just seeing like all the minerals that are on the map and we never saw them before because most of them were hidden in a big mountain. While here we don't really have any mountains. We just have some clusters of like land and stuff. But I really like this base. I think this is, I really like this land. This is new, very unique. We could put a geothermal generator there. In fact, that might even be, no, I think that's just as good because we got all that there. Let's go ahead and take the bottom, because then what we can do is we can, of course, wall off the bottom area of the map, and then that means we'll have, like, one side of our base, like, completely closed off, and no, like, that we're only going to be building upwards. I think, like, having that in mind would be nicer. So immediately what we're going to start doing is once we get our people there, we'll mine there, both to get the metal, and, of course, open up that spot. But let's go ahead and check the changes to the map. Obviously, seeing as this is a forest, it's much more lush with plant life and green than anything else we've seen in the past. There's the shoreline, like I mentioned. There's a frickin' beach and water and pretty stuff like that. There is a new animal. There is now deer added to the game. I hope that muffalo are still gonna be a thing. I would imagine maybe muffalo just live in the desert or like arid lands, because that's a big impacting thing. There's not just like differences in like the plant life and how the biome actually functions with like rain and stuff like that and landscape, but there is also, of course, as there would be in real life, a difference in animal life there as well. So we still got the squirrels. I hope we don't have boom rats because they're kind of annoying. But squirrels and deer, That's a nice bit of animals to have chilling with us. So let's go ahead and check out our people. Where are we landing? Landed right down there in the middle. We do, of course, have medicine now for starters, of course. That is nice that they are giving us medicine. I actually did not know that the game, excuse me, I did not know that the game was actually going to go ahead and start us with medicine, and that's going to be very, very critical, seeing how, health is a factor in the game. Now there is actually a body health tracker, and that's what this is right here. You can see, her sight, her consciousness, but then also, like, talking ability, is this? Oh, no, that's the body one. Okay, so I guess this is different. What's right here, of course, it's blank right now because everyone is fully healed and healthy. What goes right in there is the body health. And what that is, like, if your arm gets damaged, you, of course, aren't going to be able to use it as effectively. So, who knows? I really like that edition. Honestly, that edition kind of really scares me because it really intimidates me. But I do also really like that addition to the game because it reminds me of Fallout 1. And Fallout 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I freaking love Fallout 1. And a lot of the really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and check who is our main doctor first off. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Construction, growing, cleaning, mining, research, shooting, blah, 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 blah. Oh, crap. I forgot that doctor work doesn't actually show up here? Oh, no, it's medicine. Duh. I was looking for doctor instead of medicine. So it looks like it's gonna be, Jono. But as I was saying, it really reminds me of Fallout 1, and I guess later on with Fallout 3, but like the early Fallout games. Patient? Well, what is patient? Relevant skill, none. Okay, patients go to the medical bed if they need to receive treatment. What? Oh, okay, so I guess we treat patients, or is it saying that our people become patients? I don't know, that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out. If it's that our people become patients, I should put that as like a 2 for everyone, so I'll leave that like that for now. I would really... This is one thing that I hope gets changed soon. I really hope that you can actually click and drag the overview sometime soon, because it would be so much nicer to go through the overview menu if we could actually visually see everyone's skills right there, and right now it's kind of being it's kind of blocking the most important part of it. Looks like research is good for let's just look at Jono and pick everything so as I keep on talking about things. But yeah, Fallout 1. In Fallout 1, what you could do is you could specifically try to target someone's like hand or head or like legs to try to like wound them. And if you get enough damage in those areas, it will actually hinder them. What is this little thing? Oh, that's renaming people. We don't need to rename anyone. But, what was I going on about that with, mess and artistic crafting, okay. But yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that. Obviously, I don't think we can specifically target people anywhere yet, but what it does mean that we could do, and actually the selection thing has been changed, thank God, so it doesn't go like 4, 1, 2, 3, or however it worked before. But, obviously, like I said, I don't think it works in a way where you can actually, you can actually target where you're aiming at people right now, but what it does mean is that you actually, if you hit people in the head, that's going to do a lot to, like, prevent them from being able to aim at you successfully, especially if you damage the eyes. The eyes sound like it's a really big thing in this patch of the game, and in all honesty, that scares me so freaking much. I do not want our people to become blind or anything like that. That would obviously hinder us a great deal. So let's go ahead and finish up setting all this. Cleaning, everyone can have 4. It looks like Hood is actually going to be our main crafter. Justin is our miner, and then I think that should be a good setup for everyone. Let's actually just go ahead and double check their passions. Yeah, Justin was definitely the miner. Growing. I think we should decide which one will be the grower. I think we'll make Hood the grower, actually. Well, Hood is also the crafter. But it's one of those things where if Jono is going to be the doctor, I don't think we want to occupy Jono with too much. But then again, Hood is also the warden. Warden work is very important, and we only need 1 artist. You know what? We're going back to making Jono the grower. right now, I think our main wish is... Oh, no, but Jono's also the researcher. Sorry. That means that Hood is going to be our grower. That's going to be our main wish for colonists. We're going to really hope that we get a colonist who is a grower sooner rather than later, because that would be very, very good for us. Then once again, let's actually go ahead and check everyone's shooting ability. Hood has the passion for 3. The double passion. Jono is a 6 with a small passion, so let's give both of them the pistols. Justin is going to be pretty god-awful at shooting for a while, seeing as Justin is going to be the one with the Lee Enfield, and only a 1 as well. But I'm giving Justin the Lee Enfield, mainly because those two are already good, and obviously early game pistols are much better than the Lee Enfield. So hopefully our people will work their way down there and start getting to work on that. That's the kind of sucky thing with the setup I have right here. It's not gonna be all that easy to set up this room in a nice way until we actually get to that geothermal generator built, because, well, actually, you know what, we'll just put the... No, we want the geothermal generator built first, so our people are just kind of gonna sit around for just a little bit of time, but they'll give me, a chance to go ahead and actually talk about the... Oh, nice, geothermal generator being built. Okay, never mind, then we are gonna work on things right now. 2 blocks of space up, 2 going down the sides, and then, we'll... that means 1 block of space on the bottom, but that'll be okay. We'll just have to kind of deal with that, and then we can have a wooden door right here, and a wooden door right there, and then the other one will go right there to do our usual kind of like circular pattern for it. But yeah, actually, this is one thing that I need to mention about the abilities that I actually totally forgot until right now. The worst thing, and this is why doctoring is gonna be so important in this patch of the game, wounds, if they are not treated properly, can actually become permanent. Honestly, I kind of hope that that's something that will not necessarily be removed later in the game, but altered, so you can actually maybe research some kind of like... I don't know, this would obviously be a very late game thing because it sounds so freaking advanced, but maybe there could be like a cybernetic implant kind of thing, like me saying that really reminds me of System Shock. Maybe I've been playing too much of that, or System Shock 2 specifically, but yeah, I would really like if there was some kind of thing that could make it so all wounds, I mean, so that a permanent wound could actually be treated. I understand that kind of would ruin the point of permanent wounds, but I don't know, it might just be me. I kind of really dislike the idea of some kind of thing that maybe was impossible for you to fix immediately, because none of your people are skilled enough, or you don't have the resources because of who knows what might have happened. I kind of hate that that's something that you'd have to kind of be stuck with. I feel like that's kind of a thing that could really screw over players, and so yeah, that's something that'll be very scary, very intimidating, and very cool in its own gameplay way, but I hope that is something that is actually changed in the future. But Tynan has obviously done a very good job of balancing this game so far. I actually think that's one of the best parts about this game, how balanced it is. So I definitely have faith that if it actually is something that is a problem or an issue with the gameplay being fair, I have full faith that he will, of course, adjust that and change it so it actually is fair to the player in all rights and respects. So let's see. What else is there for us to talk about? Let me look at my notes on all things. Pain! Pain is something that is now added to the game. Let's go ahead and check health. Obviously, people have taken damage before and stuff like that in the previous patches, because people not taking damage wouldn't make any goddamn sense in this game. But there hasn't actually been pain affiliated with people. Now what pain is, pain is like a big tracker that works its way towards incapacitating people. If people are in a lot of pain, then they are much more likely to end up getting incapacitated, because obviously it's one of those things where if you're in serious pain, you're going to not be able to function as a human. You're gonna like fall down on the floor in pain and not be able to do anything. Let's go ahead and set the research room on this side. I think that'll be a good thing. Obviously, as I like to, we are going to get to research right off the bat. Research is going to be one of our first things that we do so we could get the hydroponics table set up. I don't know how necessary hydroponics tables are actually going to be in a forest, because look at all of those berry bushes we have. The map is practically the map is practically full of them. They are everywhere. So that's gonna be a nice thing for us. We're not gonna have to worry about food anytime soon. But I like getting the hydroponics table set up, so then we don't actually have to worry about specifically harvesting bushes on our own. So that's one thing that we are definitely going to do. Hopefully we'll get that mined out before too long. Seems like Justin is taking the roundabout way. But you know what? That's actually perfectly a-okay as well. We don't need to, the table doesn't need to be finished right off the bat. And check out this awesome music here! I think this is a new soundtrack that's been added, or a new piece of the soundtrack that's been added. I like it. It's kind of like nice, calm, and soothing. It's a nice little calm before the storm music, to say the least. So yeah, like I mentioned, doctors and medicine now have a purpose in the game. Medicine, okay, that's one thing that I didn't say. Medicine specifically. Doctors can actually, this is one thing that I was worried about when I heard about doctoring work in this game. I was kind of afraid that doctors actually wouldn't, I was kind of afraid that doctors wouldn't be able to heal people without medicine. Oh shoot, we got a new colonist right off the bat. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we could see pain is extreme right here, and their torso is bruised. But that actually doesn't look like it's going to be impacting any of that, because all of that is okay. So that's nice. We won't have to really do a good job of, healing that person immediately. And I totally forgot to give our people beds. That is my bad. So let's go ahead and get these beds set up. But yeah, medicine, one thing that I was worried about when I heard that medicine was first being added to the game, I was afraid that medicine was going to be something that would, be required to actually heal people. But that is not the case at all. Medicine is just something that improves the odds of, your ability to heal the wounds of those people, and that the wounds won't become permanent. So obviously medicine, that means medicine is absolutely critical to the game. We need to make the place in here an actual prisoner bed. So let's actually wake up Justin to have Justin get to work on that immediately. Reserved by Juno. Okay, so I mean Jono. So Jono will finish that before too long, hopefully. Thank you, Jono. Prisoner bed. Oh, nice! I like that cool little visual effect that shows how much of the area is actually registered as a prisoner spot now. So let's add another bed right there. And then Hood. You don't seem to be doing anything right now, so let's go ahead and have you grab this lady right here. Capture her. But yeah, so medicine is very, very important to, being able to keep all of your people healthy and make sure that their wounds do not, like, fail. Oh, I forgot to check our factions. Let's go ahead and check the factions. Worlds is also new. That's pretty cool. I guess it just pulls up the map again. Okay, we've got 2 hostile factions. That is nice. Maybe we could, get both of these dudes up to the point where they won't be, where they'll actually be in positives with us. We got tribe and a pirate band. Awesome. That's exactly the way I like it. I like it when it's one of both areas or groupings. Let's go ahead and also scan the map a little bit for food reserves that might have dropped. There are those food packs that landed with us, but it doesn't really seem like there's much of anything else on the map. In fact, it might just be that bunch. Oh no, there's more over here. I don't think that's gonna be enough to hold us off until we get the hydroponics table set up, and obviously that's going to be the big ol' reason why we will need to finish our kitchen. So let's actually get rid of that. There was something new that I saw right there for a second. I feel like I saw something that I've never seen before. Whatever, I'm sure. Oh, there it is. It's this. Claim. Claim neutral structures for the colony, indicating ancient ruins and abandoned siege bases. Claimed structures can be repaired and maintained by your colonists? Maybe that means that we can, if we claim a sieged area, maybe that means we could actually straight up just sell the stuff that they had. I hope that's something that's changed, because that's something that, I actually did indeed complain about before, thinking it was something that was a little bit weird and should be altered. Let's also go ahead and set a lot of these trees to be chopped, because we are going to be spending the majority of what we're going to be spending for a while is going to be wood, for sure, rather than metal. In fact, I probably should have made that a wood wall, but I think we'll just make that room metal instead then, just to keep it looking nice. Go to production. Let's get this nutrient paste dispenser set up. Put you right here. And then you and you. That'll be a good fine setup for that. Then this will be our kitchen room, of course, keeping it right next to the geothermal generator. Just make sure we get the nutrient paste dispenser up and running sooner rather than later. Small detail that I should mention, this is another thing that has been added. Another reason why eye damage really scares me, and brain damage as well, so headshots will be very, very important. Both eye damage and brain damage is more often than not going to be a permanent side effect. So that's unfortunate. And another reason why I hope that there will actually be some kind of modification or surgery that can be done to affect them in the future. I imagine it would have to be some kind of cybernetic thing if it is for the eyes or the brain, because I don't think a colony like this, it's amazing enough that a colony of 3 people who crash land on a planet are able to build a frickin' geothermal generator. So I guess actually it's not too much out of belief that we're not gonna give that person medicine, but we will of course treat them otherwise. Oh, looks like we might actually have... Oh, and I like the red thing that looked like it popped up when actually people attack us. But yeah, so I guess it wouldn't be out of all that. It wouldn't be out of too much of a... It wouldn't be too much of a suspension of disbelief to say that this colony was actually able to, cure someone's blindness because their eyes were shot out or something like that. Let's put Hood right there. That means she will actually be able to shoot down the squirrel jerkwad. Or maybe not. Let's wait a bit. Oh, that's the squirrel, right? No, he's just moving. Where's that angry squirrel? Oh, there he is. Okay, Hood, you could go ahead and deal with him, because I want you to become the best of all shots. Juno can, of course, help as well. The more passions that our people get, the better. That's also a nice thing. We could check this right here. Animals also have the same health things that humans do, so that's a very interesting thing. And it does actually tell you what caused the wounds right here. Like, yeah, gunshot to the spine, 2 gunshots to the body, and then also 1 gunshot to the rear left leg. Poor squirrel is kaput now, so we won't have to deal with him. Like I said, personality traits are indeed a fact. Oh, this is the one thing I think, if there's nudists in this game and their personality traits are actually going to be a heavily impacted factor now, we need never nudes. Oh, reconnect? What is this? Try to connect a different power net with, with connection radius. This is useful if I'm connected to an unpowered net, but there is a powered net nearby. Interesting, okay. Not really gonna deal with that right now. Let's actually turn the power off since we don't want it short-circuiting in the rain. Although it is covered by a roof. So let's go ahead and turn that on since it does have that darkness over it. That's nice. But yeah, then the other things that have been added is just a bunch of small details. So we've seen a lot of them, like the more music, that red beam that popped up when we got the enemy, the squirrel attack. There's been more translations. I may have just said that. If I did, I apologize. And then, of course, now there is also a new weapon type. There is EMP grenades, which is going to be another very scary thing for us to deal with, because EMP grenades are meant to target, obviously, machines. So that actually means they will be very helpful for us against mechanoids, but also they will be something that will be able to damage turrets quite severely. So that's gonna be the big negative there, because obviously we love using turrets, and we always have. So if turrets aren't going to be as useful as they have been in the past, because EMP grenades, it'll just be an unfortunate thing for us. Tynan really does have, it makes sense because turrets are a little bit unbalanced due to the death corridor situation, but Tynan has really done a lot towards nerfing those turrets, and it really is a damn shame because I love turrets so much. Like, first we got the sieges to stop death corridors from being so effective. First, actually, the satchel charges, or the explosive mines that you could place. I actually forgot what they're called. First, those were removed to stop death corridors from being OP. Basically, I imagine it's, I imagine it's actually more the death corridors that are the problem than the actual turrets and stuff like that. But what can I say? I love it. I hope it doesn't change. Justin, I thought I made you a bed. Oh no, I got rid of it. Crap. Got rid of it because of the nutrient paste dispenser needing room. But yeah, that is most of the changes to Alpha 6, at least all the big ones. I am really, really excited about these changes. Obviously, they are pretty damn big ones. A lot of the big ones we've actually already kind of shown off, but it'll be cool to see how different the colony is functioning in this first landscape. And obviously, the next colony we do, we'll go ahead and check out a new biome as well. I don't know if this colony is going to last until the next patch, but if it doesn't, we'll go ahead and check out a straight-up desert. And if this colony does last to the next patch and more biomes are added, then we'll either go ahead and check desert or check out one of the new ones in addition to that. And check out, look at the little pretty, like, little swamp over there. I really like the new swamps and little pieces of water that have been added to the game, because that's something that I really missed. Love the beaches and the shoreline, little swamps here and there. I just think that adds a lot to, like, the kind of the atmospheric intake of the landscape in this game. So I really like the new changes. Really excited to keep on playing with this patch. And yeah, so that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.